Shalom. Before I begin, I want to start by giving our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash, and the honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the IAKM season His word throughout the four corners, in true sincerity. I'm back with a lesson through the Spirit by Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, want to be edifying as the elect. The true name of God is Yahweh, which means He is or He exists. The name of His only begotten Son, alright, Yahweh Shai. His name means He saves or He delivers, Yahweh Shai. Alright, so it'll be Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Okay. Those are the names. Alright. We know that Yahweh is going to send Yahweh Shai in these last days to deliver the elect from the four winds and to destroy this current rulership ruled by the so-called, white people, the so-called Caucasians, which is the nation of the Edomites. Alright, Esau, Edom. Alright, is in rulership now. Alright, the Lord's going to take him out of power. Alright, and that's good news, to us, because we want that, to happen, and it will happen. Right, as, said in the scriptures, as said, for prophecy's sake. Alright, that Babylon is fallen. According to Revelation 18, and we know that Babylon represents, America. Alright, this 2 Andrew 6 and 9. I'm going to start with this. It says, for Esau, the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So Esau's, rulership is a temporary, rule. We know this is not a, ongoing, rulership. We just, seen how America celebrated his 250 year, birthday, and there won't be many more to come. We can very well be out of this place, by this year, or next year. But we know that it is very, very, close as we see, the financial system, and we see, signs of the mark of the beast, which is going to be tied to, the financial, system. It's all playing a part, of prophecy. All right. And with that, being said, all right, that's all a sign of the end. All right. People may look like, the fourth industrial revolution, but no, scripture say when he's about to fill his belly. All right. In Job. All right. In Job. Is that Job 5? Job 20. It's like Job 20 and 23. I'm sorry, 22. It says, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him. It's like it. I'm going to start at 20. Start 19. It says, because he had oppressed and had forsaken the poor, can fit Esau, Edom, right? Because he's the oppressor, right? He's the one in rulership. And that's why, Jake playing more in grocery. That's why, Jake is struggling to get by, talking to, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. We the main ones, struggling to get by. It's because this devil, he's purposely, doing these things. The one that made this financial system, it wasn't made for Jake to flourish. All right, it wasn't, right? It says, because he had finally taken away in the house which he built not, right? Because he's a thief. It says, surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desired. And what does he desire? To set up his new world order, a new system of electronic payments. All right, the doing away with of, a physical hard cash, where having a new system where everything can be tracked, and kept on a record, which can never be forgotten. And that word, all right, that I'm referencing to is Revelation 13 and 16, that mark, that goes into Karagma, which goes into Karax, which goes into, Grapho, all right? It says, there shall none of his meat be left, therefore shall no man look for his goods, because this place is going to be made, desolate, right? All right? It says, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. All right. We know that this devil is trying to, set up his new world order. All right. Putting certain plans, into place. But, all right, there is a judgment that's coming down from heaven. All right, from the Lord of hosts. Yahweh Shema Shai. Right? It says, when he's about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. Right? All right, so when he thinks he's going to fulfill his new world order, the Lord is going to halt what he's trying to accomplish. All right? Not only because it's a very wicked plan, because the Lord, is going to save his elect from out, the midst of this, captivity, out of the midst, of all the hell that's going to be, brought forth. And mainly because the Lord has to set up, his new world order, the new world order, the desired, new world order, and righteousness being pushed forth throughout, the earth. All right. It says, he shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. It is drawn and coming out of the body, yea, the glittering sword shall come out of his gowl. Terrors are upon him. So, there go them nukes. All right, that glittering, sword. All right, because we know that America's going to get destroyed by, 200 million, warheads, which is a very important number to remember, kind of according to Revelation. All right, the ninth, chapter. All right, this is going to be the greatest, destruction of all time, and also the greatest deliverance, of all time. All right, because, we don't only focus on the destruction of this place, but also the deliverance of the elect. Lord willing, we are part of that number. All right, those that's watching and sincerely doing the work of Yahweh Shema Shai, that is the end goal, to be, delivered and watch the destruction, of this place. All right, because scriptures say, the haste, what is it? Isaiah 51:14, it says, the captive exile hasteneth that he may be loose, and that he should not die in the pit. Right? We don't want to be stuck here with 2/3 and the heathens while they get destroyed. We're trying to get delivered. We want to get the fuck out of here. Right? It says, know that his bread shall fail. All right? And this pit can represent America. We want to die here with these niggas. Right? We want to be saved. All right? And we represent those captives because we've been brought here, all right, on slave ships, all right, as captives. We've been captured, but, our captivity, is coming, to a rapid close. All right, this is Lamentations 4:21. It says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken, and shalt make thyself naked. All right, same we had to drink that cup. All right, going into slavery. Esau, Edom, go drink of that cup. All right, because that's gonna be their judgment. All right, he that lay in captivity shall go into captivity. Since the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sin. So, complete world reversal. All right, it's about to happen. All right, it's not going to be a period of time where we fall and Esau, Edom come out the woodwork and take us down. We go into another captivity. All right, this is the last captivity, all right, for the so-called, blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right, for the Israelites. All right. We served our punishment. Slack you. All right, we served our punishment. Okay. All right, now we're entering into, all right, we're not in the new covenant, but we're going to enter into it where our bodies are going to be changed. And that's ultimately the hope. All right, for Yahweh to come with healing. All right, that's why we, hasten the day of the Lord, because we want a complete change, to ourselves and to this rulership. All right. This is Amos. So like, yeah. It's Malachi 4:2. It says, "But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings, and ye shall go forth and grow up as the calves of the stall." All right, so that's what we waited for. All right, that healing. All right, we won't have to worry about, going off. We don't have to worry about the wages of sin being death, because we're going to conquer sin, and we're conquering sin. We will conquer death, or we won't even have much as a cough or a sneeze. All right, that's going to be done. That's going to be done. All right, because our bodies are not going to be perfected in perfect health. All right, for forever. All right, and live with Yahweh Shai until, well, not even until, just live with Yahweh Shai, forever. All right, because it's not going to be an until. Okay. It's going to be an ongoing ruler. All right, but with that, Lord, this lesson was edifying. I want to give our praises to Yahweh, Bashim, Ashai, Bashim, Kakwadash, and Abana to the apostles and elders, great millstone. And Shalom that I can teach this word throughout the four corners in true sincerity.